In the kitchen cooking up with Nisha J. Ay, ay, cooking up with Nisha J. In the kitchen cooking up with Nisha J. Food for thought, get your fix today. Hey, thank you for subscribing to the queen of recipes, Nisha J.
All right, everybody, this is Nisha J. I am going to start off today pouring some olive oil into my pan. All right, so we're going to be making some Chop Suey. Chop Suey, y'all. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to add onions, a little bit of onions, not a lot. A little bit of onion. And I'm going to stir it around a little bit. My fire is on about medium. Looks like a little bit of the skin. Take that off. Alright, so it's on medium. Chop Suey is made with some, I always get like a, I'm not sure what it's called. It's like pork meat, but it's like in a, and it's pork meat, but it's in like a roast form, and I chop it up into cubes, which I have here. Now I chopped it, seasoned it with a little bit of pepper and garlic, garlic salt, and then I put cornstarch. From what I've heard, someone told me that it makes it a little bit tender. So I'm gonna stir that in, and then I'm gonna grab some hoisin. I think I have some hoisin. A little bit of the hoisin sauce. I'm gonna put in, it's gonna be teriyaki, excuse me, soy sauce, some hoisin. I'm gonna stir this, and then I'm gonna add bok choy. Okay, I'm gonna put my bok choy in. This is one huge bok choy, not the mini, the larger one. And I don't use a lot of the stock, or I guess that's what you call it, the bottom of it. I forgot what they call it, but yeah, I don't use all of that part. I use some of it, but I don't want a lot of that in my stuff. And then what I'm gonna do, I actually didn't really want to put my bok choy in there yet, but that's fine, because I think what I'm gonna do is, y'all, going to stir this around just a little bit. Then I'm going to take it out and put it in this little container just for a short minute. So I just wanted to really just toss it around for a second. I'm going to put it in with my meat, because I want to cook my meat, and then I'm going to put it in there. Okay, so I'm going to take it out just for a second, and then I'm going to put my meat in there. Let's see. Let that heat up for a minute. Hold on, all y'all. I'm gonna go and grab, because I usually put fresh bean sprouts, but I didn't get any, so I got some from a can, and I've never used them before. So I'm gonna go grab that, and I'll be right back. All right, y'all. Now, so I got my can. Ooh, y'all. I never used can before of bean sprout. So here's a can of bean sprout. So we have that. Never used it before. This time we're gonna see what it do. So I'm gonna cook my meat. See what happens with a canned bean sprout. Anybody's ever used canned bean sprouts? Kind of let me know in the comments. I don't think it'll be too bad. And I've never put the chestnuts in mine, but I'm gonna do it today, y'all. I don't know. I figure I'm just gonna do it for flavor. I'm adding a little bit of water in this because when I finish cooking the meat, I want to add a little bit of this leftover cornstarch to kind of make a little bit of like a gravy for the chop suey, because I'm gonna make some rice. Because I always eating the chop suey over rice, so that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil because it seems like this pan is very dry. Okay, so everything is sticking to it too. So okay, we're gonna let that kind of cook up. It's kind of slow cooking right now, but we're gonna let this do what it do, and we're gonna come back and you'll see what's going on in just a moment. All right, y'all. All right, everybody, we're back and it's cooking. It's still a little pink, but it is picking up. So I'm gonna let it just, stir fry in here for a little bit. Try to add a little more oil. Don't want to add too much. Surprised it's sticking as much as it is, but once I deglaze the pan with this left over, I'm gonna see if I have any raw too. Let me turn that with me, y'all. Oh, it's fun to jam to some music, y'all. Okay, so it's cooking. Yeah. Why my stove looks lopsided? It's just the way I'm looking at it. Yeah, I think that's just the way I'm looking. So I hope everybody's having a wonderful, wonderful afternoon, evening. I hope you guys enjoyed my videos, because I sure enjoy doing them. It's really fun. It's a lot of work though, like positioning the camera to get the right angle. Man, this stuff is like serious business. I want to use my camera, but right now I'm using my phone, but eventually when I get a chance to really set up my stuff, I'm going to start using my camera, Okay, look at this. It's starting to look really good. Really good. I'm trying to let it cook up a little bit more. All this stuff at the bottom is going to come up and deglaze. Okay, and I got a little bit of broth. Okay, so I'm gonna use, I think I'm gonna use that first and then add this after, because it has that okay, so I add a little bit. Well, first let me see, let me add all this stuff. Now look, this is the green sprouts, so I'm gonna add that in there. I actually like it in there. It'll last longer versus when you buy it fresh, you gotta use it up fast. Okay, I'm gonna add that in there. Now it's the bean sprouts and the bok choy. And I'm gonna add these in last. Let me add a little bit of this so I can get the pan deglaze. See all that starting to lift up. Yeah, there it is. You can see that's lifting up. Okay, I'm gonna add a little more. And this is just stock. And then I'm gonna add, once I get this lifted, I'm gonna add the rest of that. And it should make a nice little, I think I'm gonna add my soy sauce and my poison seasoning to the end, towards the end. And this is so good over rice, y'all. You pour it over rice. Ugh. Wake up your taste buds. And this is the first time I added the water chestnuts. I usually just, because I've eaten it with the water chestnuts and all that in there, but when I cooked it at home, I just never added that. It wasn't my favorite thing, so I'm just going to add it just to see if it's going to add any extra flavor, you know. Okay, all that bottom is lifting, which is great. Then I'm gonna add, oops, see me spilling all that? Then I'm gonna add the rest of that. That's flavor. Because this meat doesn't take long to cook, and you really don't want to overcook this pork. But you do want to make sure you allow the meat to cook through and to build the flavor from the meat and the veggies. Okay. I think I might want to add a little more seasoning, y'all, and a little more of the, maybe I'll add some broth. The broth is going to have a little more flavor versus the water. So this is more broth. And that's just to, so I'll have enough of a, okay. I'm going to add those towards the end. And I'm going to add, let me see, how much should I add? I should add about at least 3 tablespoons. That's probably a tablespoon. Let's see what that does. Because you just wanted to add flavor. I'm gonna add a little hoisin. And I think I'm gonna add a little more. I didn't add a lot of salt to this meat because I know I was going to put the soy sauce, and soy sauce has already got its, you know, salt intake. So the soy salt is already going to add that balance of salt, and then, you know, okay. So we're gonna let this break down. Go ahead and put a few. I'm not gonna add a whole lot. Might as well add the whole can because I ain't gonna eat them. I don't want to just sit in the refrigerator. There we go. So we're just gonna let this simmer, and hopefully it builds up that flavor and thickness that we need. Because, man, this is looking good. You can smell the soy sauce. Yeah, I just want the liquid to thicken. Hopefully that'll be in a minute. All right, y'all, we're gonna be right back. Hopefully within moments and minutes. All right. And you know what I forgot that I should have added in here? A little garlic. Can't forget that. Let's do that before I go. We're gonna add some garlic, y'all. That is a necessity. You gotta have a little garlic, y'all. That's gonna give it multiple layers of flavor. I really want to try this broth. Let me try it on this side. I just added all that garlic over there. Okay, let's see what it tastes like. I can taste the garlic. I'm gonna let it simmer. I'll be right back. All right, y'all. Trying to keep it up, but it wants to fall down. All right, so we're back with another video, and I just wanted to show you what it looks like. It's thickening up. Okay. See when I move it. Okay, there we go. It's cooking down. All right, y'all, we back. All right, y'all, we back, and guess what? I'm making rice. That's gonna go with the meal today, which is the chop suey. And let me see if I can get this darn camera over here. Ooh, look at that, y'all. Let's blend it in. Really good. The meat is really tender. Let me see if I can get a close-up of everything on this little, my wooden, handy dandy wooden spoon. I'm trying to get everything on there. There we go. How does that look, y'all? Okay, that's the bok choy, some meat, some chestnuts, water chestnuts, the gravy. The gravy isn't as thick as I want it. I don't want it very thick, but I think I wanted it a little. Not actually, this is actually fine because when you put it over your rice, it'll be really nice over. It's a thin layer. So that's cooking up. So we're gonna trying to get my water to boil over here with the rice. I always use a pan to cook my rice, and what I do is I put just enough water. There's a method that I learned. You put your finger in there and it's supposed to go, the water's not supposed to go that much over your finger. And I don't have a lot of rice in there, so I'm gonna let this boil almost to where there's a steam coming from it. And then once it does that, so most of the water will boil out. And what I'll do is I'll take my lid, cover it, turn it on the lowest heat, and do that for about 5 minutes. And then turn the whole stove off, where there's no heat coming from the stove. So it'll just be cooking off of the steam and the heat that was already, existing. So that should be, and I'll show you guys in a minute. It's probably needing a little more time to boil, but when it starts to boil, I'll bring you guys back and let you see that. And then it's gonna be a few minutes where I'm gonna just turn it off and let it steam. And then we're gonna have our rice ready for the meal. All right, y'all, be back. All right, I'm back, y'all, and guess what? I got a lot of bubbles. I can even hear it. It's roaring. It's roaring. That means it's saying, girl, turn your fire down, put your lid on. I'm just trying to make sure I get as much water absorbed to where I can see the I want to see the rice. Oh, see, I know y'all can hear that and y'all can see it. Let me see. There's still a lot of water in there. So what I'm going to do, y'all, steam roll it, turn it to like 2 for a minute. That just mix that out. So I got it down to about 2 and like 1.5, 2. So I'm gonna let this, see all that steam? Okay, we're gonna turn it down, let it steam, and when we are all done, I'll be back, okay? Let me show you guys the rice. That's beautiful, fluffy rice. Should have let it finish, steaming, but there it is. Fluff it up rice. So we're gonna be enjoying that rice with the Chop Suey. Y'all can see that. Doesn't that look so gorgeous? Yeah. And that's gonna go over that rice so beautifully. And I know the flavors are there. Let me see. I'm gonna eat some of this. The meat has flavor. The sauce has flavor. The meat is tender. You know what I might put in there? Just a little lemon juice to kind of take away the bitter. ingredients in the bok choy. That was what I was gonna do when I first started. So pour a little lemon juice in there. The reason why I'm doing it like this is I'm trying to catch the seeds there. Okay, so that should be good. And I'm going to stir it around. Taste that.
In the kitchen, cooking up with Nisha J. Hey, cooking up with Nisha J. In the kitchen,
any of your vegetables,
food for thought, get your fix today. Hey, thank you for subscribing to the Queen
juice, and that takes out the bitter taste.
You're now tuned in to the
wings. So,
live
tip
channel
for the day, y'all. Okay, we'll be back, and I'll play
anything that your heart desires. From a recipe, a good laugh,
the finished product,
motivation, inspiration,
that looks good,
and encouragement.
That's the Chop Suey.
You're now in the kitchen cooking up with Nisha J.
Queen. Bok
Put a
choy,
smile on your face.
and
Thank you for subscribing.
walnut, watercress,
In the kitchen cooking up with Nisha J.
I think it's water chestnuts. Okay, water chestnuts. I added in there. What y'all think? Let me know in the comments. And also, I would love for you guys to share and also subscribe and let me know what I'm doing, how I'm doing, what you like, you don't like. And I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, thank you. Bye.